Hello and welcome back to The Retired Explorer. I'm back in Benidorm again and here's what's coming up. Benidorm's outdoor market, a walk on the wild side, van man attack, daytime strip, how I dodged a bullet, and a visit to Marianos.
Well, I've just had my breakfast at the Pueblo Hotel. Very nice indeed. Usual sort of affair. Went in for a buffet. Had all the usual sort of things: fried egg, bacon, sausages, fried bread, all that sort of thing. All the healthy things. But I did have some healthy stuff. I had some fruits and I had some yogurt. So I hope that's making up for it. Anyway, onwards today, and it's gone 9:30, so I'm looking towards going to the outdoor market because it's a Wednesday and they always have the outdoor market on a Wednesday and a Saturday. So this is where we're heading to. It's not very far. You can actually see it from my room, which is on the back, and it's probably about 50 yards away. So let's go and have a look what the outdoor market is like. Now I know this is going to be busy because you can just tell by the amount of traffic that's coming along this road and the amount of pedestrians. I've heard it's a very good outdoor market. So let's see what this outdoor market has to offer.
This open air market is divided into rows, starting at row A and ending in row L. So that's 12 rows in total with approximately 50 to 70 stalls down each one. It is big. And just have a look at that backdrop. Going to see if I can get a bit closer later, but before then, let's have a look around. So yes, this market is huge, and if handbags are your thing, ladies, you're going to be absolutely spoilt for choice. It's still very early and traders have been setting up from about 4 AM this morning. Now I know that because I was awake at that time. Now clearly some are still at it.
Good morning, friend.
Morning.
I'm pretty sure that when I come back next year with my wife, she will spend a lot more time browsing than I'm going to do here.
I have actually walked through the last row of the market because what you don't get to see about Benidorm is some of these areas like this.
I thought we'd go off the beaten track at the end of the market on row L, just to see what it's like and see if I can get a little bit closer to those beautiful mountains. I wanted to see where some of the real Spanish people live in Benidorm, so this was an ideal time for me to venture out and have a good look around. Over to the right are the mountains and rural areas with a few small holdings or privately owned houses with a very scenic backdrop. And to the left are all the high-rise blocks of hotels and I believe apartment blocks. While some of the dwellings were in quite good condition, many are not looking very good, rather drab and run down. This particular one looks to be owned or occupied by a metal scrap collector with the amount of junk objects scattered all over the premises.
Hey up, it's warm, very warm. Sorry Leo, I just couldn't resist that one. I thought I would actually go and see these mountains I'm going to show you next, but they are a little bit further away than I anticipated and I don't fancy walking for about 4 or 5 miles just to get a bit closer. So anyway, this is what the view is from where I am now. So sometimes, you know, it's a benefit to you to actually get off onto the beaten tracks, because you're going to see things that you're not going to see anywhere else in Benidorm. And if you're interested in the culture and what's really going on in Spain, then just don't look at where all the nightlife is. Move around a little bit. Go up some side roads and have a look. And I'm sure you'll find something a lot different than you're expecting.
It was at this point, while walking back, a van came up to me very close from behind, the passenger banging on the door very loudly and shouting abuse, which he found very amusing, but it shook me a little bit. The van then pulled into this area. Now, I have only one thing to really say about this.
One thing I must say, and I have experienced this myself, and I've only been here a day, and that is, doesn't matter where you go in the world, there are weirdos. So just be careful of where you go, especially if you're going off on the beaten track, because you know your safety is paramount. And while you're on holiday, you tend to forget about all the security and the safety aspects of life. But just remember that there are just as many weirdos in Spain as anywhere else in the world. The thing is, when people walk past you in this type of area, they're not exactly looking at you, but they're looking at what you've got in your hand and wondering, can I sell that? Is that worth any money? And the answer is normally yes. Anyway, that's enough of that culture section. Let's get back to the open market, the Wednesday open market here in Benidorm. The thing is about this market, I'm not going to actually walk up and down showing you every aspect and every single stall that's here. You'll have to come here yourself and have a look, because it's so big, there's so much to see, and I just wouldn't be doing it justice by showing you anything on this video. Well, I'm only about halfway around the market, and I had to stop for a light refreshment.
Ja, maar die hebben zo 25 kilometer gaat gelopen. Ja, dat is meer. Ja, met ons genoemd speelt je niet, hè? Nee, dat wordt even doorgehaald, hè? Nee, dan gaat het weer hier zijn. €15. Nee, dat is eigenlijk ook, hè?
Still, it's a good excuse to people watch.
Now, heading back to the hotel for a rest, it's quite apparent that you'll have to do a lot of walking while in Benidorm, and this market will be a great test for your endurance. Unless, of course, you are of a certain age or disability, and that's when hiring a mobility scooter has become very, very popular in Benidorm, especially one of the double-seated versions for 2 people. I have a very strong, and many will say controversial, opinion about them bombing around the streets, but you'll have to see tomorrow's last day video when I reveal my true feelings on them, and I'm not pulling any punches. Anyway, all this walking has given me the excuse for some me time. After resting up for a while, I decided to head down the strip from the back of the Don Pancho. Really need to start thinking about going somewhere to eat, as I'm getting quite hungry now. Now, I've heard a lot about John and Joseph's, some good and some not so good, but I'm going to hold back judgment until I try it for myself, but not on this trip. I have set my sights on something more iconic with a great reputation to boot. Coming to the end of the strip, and I'm heading across the road where Morgan Tavern is. I could see somewhere more famous, but not for the right reasons. This is known as Muggers Alley. Not really sure if that's the correct name. At night, don't walk anywhere near this unless you want to be mugged or approached by the ladies of the night. But one thing is for sure, it really does stink to high heaven. Just look at this girl who is walking by holding her nose. I don't think there's really anything to worry about during the day, but the smell was absolutely revolting. so that's a good reason for me to stay well away. Oh, not another mobility scooter. Crossing over the Calle Girona, I came across the Sol Pelicanos Ocas hotel where the Benidorm series was made. From the outside, it does look a little bit run down now. And I think I may have dodged a bullet on this one. What do you think? Let me know in the comments if you've stayed here and let me know what your thoughts about it. Well, here it is, Marianos, the 24-hour restaurant.
I thought I'd try their chicken and chips with the salad. It's not too busy in here at the moment. I just got myself a nice cold beer and the actual glass was chilled, so it's very cold. Cheers everybody. I've obviously been recommended this place by a lot of people because a lot of people have come in here and they seem to say it's very good. Some say it's not, but others have also said it's very good. So there's only one way you can really work out whether it's any good, and that's to try it for yourself, because that's what really matters, what's best for you. And that's why I'm here today. So let's see, I've ordered a half chicken with chips and salad and some garlic sauce with that. So let's see how we get on. That's so good. There seems to be quite a nice breeze coming in here. Some people say it gets hot, but it's middle of October. The sun's out, but there's a nice breeze coming through. Well, I'm very impressed with the service. That took about 2 minutes to come, and I'll give you a quick view of what I've got. Well, the salad and chips are superb. The chips are very well cooked, and the salad, you can tell it's fresh, and it's absolutely lovely. The chicken just seems to fall off of the bone. Absolutely succulent chicken by the looks of it. And the taste, superb. I thoroughly do recommend this. If anybody else comes here, then you're not going to be disappointed, because I was told to come here because they said it's the best. Other people have said it's not very nice, but I've tried it myself now, and I would say this is probably one of the best chicken I've ever had. And I'm 67 years old, so that's saying something. I've actually ordered some garlic sauce with that. You get a little bowl of garlic sauce, and it's strange the way you get stuff in some parts of the country or the UK, and it's not quite the same. But you come here, and their garlic sauce is, no, it's not just like flavoured. It's very, very good. And look at this. This bit of chicken, it literally is just falling off the bone. I say falling off the bones, the bones are literally falling off the chicken. Right, well, I'm going to crack on with this because I don't want it to get too cold, and I really want to enjoy this without you lot watching me. Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been able to show you some very close-ups of the food, but I'm having a little bit of trouble with this camera. This is very new to me, this one, and it seems to be in head tracking mode, and I can't seem to get out of it, even though I can turn it on and off. So every time I try to point the lens towards the food, it wants to go up to the horizon all the time. So I'm not able to literally point the camera down. It just wants to stay upright. So, excuse me, my apologies for that, but I think you will get the gist of what it is like, and I'll show some photos anyway. If there was a Heineken advert for chicken, it would have to be Marianos, because that was absolutely superb. Flawless. I'm very impressed with that, and when I get outside, I'm going to dispel all the negative comments you may have heard about Marianos.
My name.
Hello.
I have to say it.
Yeah, no, you can speak. Yeah, this is Malik.
My name is Malik.
And
yes.
he served me today
Yes, very
at
good.
Mariano's. He's the
Mariano.
best server in here. So if you want to come to Mariano's, make sure you get Malik to serve you, because he's
thank
the
you.
best.
Yes, I will try to make best.
Thank you very
More
much.
than best.
Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Malik.
sir.
Thank you. Well, I've just come out of Mariano's, and that was the best chicken I've had for a long time, I must admit. And if you want to get the best service, then you've got to go and see Malik. He was probably about the best one in there as far as I could tell, but I didn't have any of the other ones, so I don't really know. But he was the one who served me today. He was excellent, and I would say that Mariano's is the best chicken in town. I'm going to disprove all of the myths and comments that other people have said about Mariano's, because they are not true. So let's go through them one by one and dispel all those myths, because they are myths. Mariano's was superb. The waiters were superb. I had a beer within about 20 seconds. I had my meal within 2 minutes, and they was very attentive and worked very well. Thank you very much.